Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. Thank you for taking your time to come to the channel. Look at what we're going to be talking about for the full moon in Virgo this March the 18th, along with moving us into spring equinox and so much more. So let's get it in. Now, this full moon in Virgo has this energy from when I spent time with reviewing the full moon and what the divine infinite gave to me, divine feminine, is overcoming as an overcomer energy. Now we have this full moon. She will be in full bloom on March the 18th at 3:17 a.m. Okay, and since the start of January 2022, some of us have come through into 2022 with some battle wounds. Okay, now some have come through into 2022 as a collective from January, coming in with some battle wounds. Some of us have come into 22 with some crutches and some temporary boots on, and that means that your wounds, you will get some wounds, but you're still in the road and on the road of recovery. Okay, now those that know what I'm talking about, that's coming to this channel and hearing what I'm saying, you know what kind of wounds that you're coming through into 2022 with, and also currently in recovery. So we also, some of us are on some crunches, some temporary boots to take us along our way, since 2021 moving in. Some are, some not. Some will, some won't have this, that's having this experience. But those that know what I'm talking to, this is for you in that particular category. So January, the full moon, let me give you a recap. So since January full moon was about personal acceptance, that's what the full moon came in and shared with us. And then February's full moon, in February, it was about surrender energy. Right? So now the full moon in Virgo's energy is an overcomer's energy, okay? Preparation for the spring switch, the spring equinox, okay? And so you're going to be with the overcomer energy, okay, for this full moon in Virgo. You're taking you to the place of overcoming in emotions, overcoming and being overwhelmed by feelings and mixed decisions that you don't have the full answers yet, but it is giving the expectations that you can overcome uncertainties. So that's what the full Virgo and full bloom with this release energy is assuring you, and the divine infinite, divine feminine is saying you are an overcomer energy. That's what you're flowing into, expectations and overcoming into uncertainties. Okay, so you want to make a note, put that in your journal so that you can hold on to that particular part of hope, of expectations, and overcoming uncertainties. Okay, so when a door has closed, you went to the window and you raised the door to let clean air in and opportunities, or you are currently in the process of doing this. Okay, that's that overcomer energy. The full moon in Virgo is also asking you to forgive and release with her. So the divine feminine is saying, hey, overcome with your energy, get into expectations. You are an overcomer. Forgive and release with her. So give over from the inside out with forgiveness. Now, this has been a topic throughout. We always do a release with forgiveness with the full moon. Welcome to the channel, new subscribers and friends of the channel, those that's taking a sip on their journey and just passing through, and those that are in North Node community. Now, with forgiveness, sometimes you got to do them over and over and over and over again each month to bring that into full bloom. Forgiveness release is not a feeling. It's a decision. Okay, now keep in mind, some people think that forgiveness is a feeling. You have to attach a feeling with the decision, but it's not. It's a decision that's made. Okay, and then over time, the situation just eases back and roll away roll back like the ocean tide, okay? Because with the full moon, on a norm, the tide is more raised upward, okay? And especially we're now currently in the Pisces energy, so that has a lot to do with water. So some people are feeling a lot more emotional, maybe a little bit more emotional, cry, different things, because tears bring about cleansing, okay? And so that's what the Pisces energy with this water reflect of cleansing out, okay, and a release. All right, so it's a great time to release hidden areas from within that only you know that resides with you. Only you know what areas that has challenged you, that has plagued you over the years, from childhood to where you may be now. But the full moon in Virgo, the moon feminine, the infinite energy is saying it is time, while you're moving into this new 5G energy of speed, is to really take time to go within that reside in your hidden places that only you know that's there, to work through that. So here are a few areas you want to work on in your journaling, okay? Always you need to journal and chart your life to get the release and search yourself, okay? So you want to follow up with the following, that I have some recommendations to work through. Now, before I get into that part, you can always go to pay attention to the channel here. We will be having a full moon DIY timeless spell, something that you could do to work through with the full moon outdoors, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, so we have to do something to get something material helps us to navigate, to feel, put an attachment to something to release. Sometimes we have to put something tangible to feel, something in our hands or something of that nature, okay, to know that you're doing something. And it also puts you in expectation, just like applying for something, you're expecting something. Well, it's the same thing with doing a ritual. You're doing something to expect something, all right? So one area that you can do with this full moon is the video is coming up for the ritual. Also, you can go to our blog, and there's a ritual. It's in written form there, and I'm going to do a video on it. But one thing that you could do with this full moon in Pisces is do a sea salt bath cleanse. 2 cups of sea salt in your bath water, super duper hot. Make sure you cleanse first with a shower, then submerge yourself in the sea salt bath, all right? And relax for about 20 minutes. This is at night because we're working with what? Moon energy. So this is lunar energy. So you want to do this bath at night, and then come out of that bath and then put on something white. Dry yourself with a white towel. Put on something white, and then go to bed. And then you'll feel a big difference, okay? And then the next day you want to follow with a bath with raising up that vibration and bathing in 2 cups of Epsom salt. You don't need to do anything else. I know I'm gonna get some questions, or maybe not. You don't need no roses, you don't need anything, okay, in this particular case, because you're gonna do a ritual anyway. But in this, where I'm setting, when I was doing my time with sitting, with getting this message, just plain things to keeping it simple. KISS, okay, KISS, keeping it simple, Sally. All right, so the next day you'll cleanse with Epsom salt, 2 cups. So that is the divine. That is where the divine will bring you into the energy of the full moon in Virgo, and having you enter into the next season. This is a preparation to prepare you for your next season coming in for spring equinox, and whatever a part of that spring equinox. What is the season that you're entering into your life? And you can journal that to ask yourself, what is the season that I'm coming into my life while I'm moving into spring? What is your key season? Okay, because spring brings in new beginnings with a pure heart of hope and expectations. We're talking about the overcoming energy. But there is a ritual, like I was saying, that you'll be able to see on video coming up, and it's on the blog at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. You can go to the website. You could also in correlation to that, you could join our spring equinox ritual that is already up on the website for purchase. Is on sale for $10.22 per candle. That will be held on the spring equinox day. Okay, where things are equal. All right, from sun to night. So, and we're already in daylight savings time if you're here in the U.S. Internationally, follow your time zone. Okay, so know that is being held to boost this energy up, getting yourself ready. We do offer a lunar workbook located on our monthly Patreon, and a lot of things to assist you in your spiritual individual practice. Okay, let me give you 4 areas that you want to pay close attention to with this full moon in Virgo. All right, a couple of things is healthy food. Virgo moon phase with healthy food, embarking on a healthy regimen, revising it if you need to, your grocery list. Staying mentally sharp is something that you want to work on. That's number 2. Avoid nitpicking if you start to feel frustrated. Another thing is taking time to get grounded about your finances. And that's maybe looking at your finances again, your budget. Even if you feel like you don't have a budget, you create one anyway with this season. That's number 4, is creating a budget, a clean budget. Don't go back to last season or last month, because we're going into a new cycle and busting into a new totally different season. Reconstructing your budget, looking at some financial opportunities for yourself, reconstructing that. All right, and also reconstructing your image. That's number 4. What is the image that you want to see from the inside out? What is the image that you want to project out into the universe from the inside out? Okay, so think about those things, these 4 areas that you want to pay close attention to as we move into this full moon in Virgo, moving into the spring equinox. And it's a glorious time to take this time to validate yourself as an overcoming and an overcomer energy. All right. I love you for watching today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to videos. Also, you can join our website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. Sign up for our emails. I send information on a daily basis. We don't spam you. Wonderful things that you can bring in consistency with your spiritual magical lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's not a fad. It's not a moment. It's an application that will change your life and take you to new heights, growing on your spiritual journey. Along with, I offer beautiful readings, individual personalized readings that will give you clarity in many areas of your life. I do counseling sessions, diagnostics, consultations. I do ritual spell work on an individual design basis, along with offering a masterclass as a magical practice, spiritual lifestyle on Saturdays. So much more. You can reach out to me on my website or on my Gmail. I do respond. So always know that continue to grow and go in yourself first, always. I will see you next time, and have a wonderful full moon in Virgo. Bye-bye.